Good morning, everybody. We are here. It's already 10:30. And now my name is Vera Silmanova. I represent Small Business Development Center. Our particular office covers Middlesex County. So we are at Rutgers Business School, New Brunswick, Piscataway campuses. I'm joined today by our instructor and consultant, Mr. Christian Shaw. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Vera. Good morning, everybody.
Okay, guys, so on the first slide, as usual, we try to make sure everybody is aware how to reach out to us, either by phone or email, or connect with our center through our Facebook pages. And on the bottom, we usually include logos of our founders, sponsors, to be correct, and stakeholders. Speaking about New Jersey Small Business Development Centers, we provide strategic growth-focused business training and technical assistance services to entrepreneurs and those who are trying to get themselves to be business owners, become their own bosses. We're affiliated with Rutgers Business School and the entire New Jersey Small Business Development Centers network. We're funded by the U.S. Small Business Administration, the SBA. That's on the federal level. New Jersey Business Action Center is our sponsor on the state level, and Rutgers University is also our sponsor. They house us and they allow our clients access to the resources that the university provides. We offer clients professional services and business skills to become independent and self-sufficient business owners. There are 12 centers in the state. If you're not in the Middlesex County, you can still uh, take advantage of the agency's services, which are free. They're at no direct cost to you since we are a public funded entity. Okay, so services include training, counseling, technical assistance. To be more detailed, we help you with all stages of business development. We guide you through a process of writing a business plan. We actually train people. We do hold a 4-day, sometimes it's a 5-day workshop focused exactly on writing a business plan. A marketing plan, which sometimes is a big part of the business plan, can be a separate document, and we help you with that as well. If you're an entrepreneur who is trying to go global, we do have consultants who are certified in international business matters, franchising questions and issues, social media marketing, human resources, disaster recovery, and credit restoration, and other questions that you are trying to get answers for. Our monthly calendar flyer looks something like this. Everybody who is in attendance today will be getting a copy with live links, so you will be able to review and decide what next webinar you are going to attend with us. This time around, because Chris prepared pretty hefty content, he asked me that I hold off on questions until the end. So
Yeah, I just want to caveat this as well, Vera. We can actually ask questions at the very beginning and at the very end.
Okay.
Yeah, the middle of the presentation will just be content. Yeah.
Right. If you want to start typing questions right now, if you have some preliminary thoughts and problems and insight, please do so. Right now, the questions log looks like a row on the control panel of the application, and it just sends questions. You press on the triangle next to it and start typing your question. The questions that will be put on hold until the end, they will be all saved. Do not worry, nothing will be erased or deleted. So we will be able to get back to them at the end of the presentation. Again, some of the questions will be taken now, especially if you have them, you had them you already prepared them, and then we'll take the rest at the end. Okay, so this is it for my part. Chris will be sharing his slides right now.
And I believe this session will be recorded as well. Is that correct, Vera?
Yes, it's been recorded, so everybody who is in attendance and everybody who will complete a survey, short survey that I usually send out either today or tomorrow morning, I will do that. You will be getting, I will sharing the slides or just the video?
We can share the slides as well. Sure.
Okay, you're getting both things. You're getting the slides and the video once you complete the survey.
So Vera, I'm having a little trouble sharing. Oh, here we go now. Share screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. All right, let me just pop on the camera as well. So now we can see my screen. We can see myself as well, just to be a little bit more personal for today, guys. All right, let's jump right into the presentation. There's a lot of buttons here. Okay. All righty. Good morning and welcome everybody to today's marketing presentation hosted by the SBDC. I'm very happy and very excited to jump in today. This is Marketing in 2022, and what I'm going to be covering in this presentation for today is the database reactivation campaign. This is something that I'm very excited about. For those of you who came onto this webinar and saw my last webinar, Social Media Part 1, we covered funnels and qualification surveys, how to get more leads for your business without paying for advertising. Today, we're going to be discussing how to market effectively in 2022 with other methods without having to pay for advertising again. So without further ado, let's jump right in for today. All right, so I'm your host, everybody. My name is Christian Shaw. I've been with the SBDC as a marketing consultant for the past 6 years now, going on 6 years, a little under. And I'm also the owner of my company, Magic Clicks. We started back in 2017, and we're a customer acquisition agency. So before I jump into the meat and potatoes of the presentation, if you will, I just wanted to learn a little bit more about you all. I want to learn about who's on the call today so I can make this presentation as relevant to you as possible. I want to get you the maximum return on investment for your time today. I know we're all busy business owners. We have businesses to run. We have fires to put out. We have stuff going on. So thank you all for attending today. I acknowledge your attendance and being here today. So getting to know you a little bit better. If you could type in chat, tell me a little bit about yourselves. What kind of businesses do you own? What do you sell? And what is your special offer? And I'll get into the third one a little bit later in today's presentation. If you don't have a special offer, you can type in, I don't have an offer, or I don't know what you're talking about. Or if you do have an offer, that it would be something like a 10% off a service, or it could be a free I don't know, something with a purchase or a minimum purchase order, right? So that's kind of like a special incentive or a special offer. But tell me in the chat, what businesses do you own, or business do you own? What do you sell, and what is your promotional offer? What do you guys provide to your customers? Vera, if you have any answers in chat, I will take them now.
Yes, sure. So Sun sells natural supplements online.
Okay.
Germain,
And that's Song, is it?
Son, yes.
Okay, welcome back, Song. Nice to see you again.
Okay, so Germain owns a company that is called JAS Coatings LLC, and what he does is epoxy flooring and waterproofing of basement systems. Currently offers 20% garage. Oh, okay. Garage flooring. Good to know. So that's his special offer.
That was the name?
Germain. I hope I pronounced. Yeah.
Jermaine, thank you very much. Welcome.
Then Tiffany is a residential and commercial cleaning business. Gotcha.
Tiffany.
Kristen, I'm a partner in a design studio. We specialize in branding and packaging design for product-based businesses. We offer a 15% discount on the first project for new clients.
I'm sorry, what was the name? Branding and packaging?
Okay, Christine.
Christine.
Mhm.
Christine, Tiffany, welcome. Branding.
Okay.
I'm just taking some as you're telling me.
Shireen, photography and video production business.
Shireen. Video. Okay.
And we provide drum and percussion lessons and sales of equipment. Business is online only this time. Okay.
Who's the drumming and percussion business owner?
Anna.
Anne?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to omit last names just to make sure I mind people's privacy if that's the case. Okay,
Sure.
so okay, Gianluigi, I hope I pronounced Gianluigi, I'm sorry, Italian, okay. Gianluigi, they're in business of Elena fine linens. They sell luxury bed linens, free shipping for the orders over $200. Okay.
Welcome, Gianluigi. Great.
Stephen, my business specialty is that it saves clients time to do the things that they truly love. Okay, that I believe that's the lady who does the cleaning business, right? Let me go back to make sure. Maybe it's two different Tiffany's. No, that's the same, right? Residential and commercial cleaning. Okay. Um, Gianluigi's business name is Bellino. Okay, thank you.
Oh, hi, Gianluigi. Very nice to see you again. I remember you. Okay, great. Well, if
One last one, so to
yep.
give credit to the person who wrote it. Blanche BJ Inspirations LLC. We sell inspirational products. Our offer is every $25 spent, you'll receive a free gift, which is $11 value. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Okay, great. Blanche, welcome. I'm very interested in what your inspirational products are. Hopefully we can get into that later in the webinar today. So
Oh,
thank
you. I have one raised hand. That's Anwar's. Do you want me to unmute him?
Sure.
Okay, Anwar, go ahead.
Hi, good morning, both of you. And my name is Anwar Shamsi. I'm working. I have tutoring business. It's for one-to-one tutoring. We provide both online and in home. And we're running a special offer for the summer, which is 2 free hours for every package of 24 hours and 3 free hours with every package of 36 hours. So this is a special offer.
Armvoir, thank you very much for attending. Welcome.
Okay.
Funny enough, my first business that I ever started back in 2016 was a tutoring business. So I was there.
I didn't know that about you, Chris.
Yes.
Yes, you are the perfect person to answer that.
Perfect. Well, let's jump right in, everybody. So Vera, we'll stop taking questions for now, and we can jump right into the presentation. Also, I have a special offer for everybody on the call today. Stay to the end of this presentation, and you'll be able to take advantage of a special offer that I'm putting out for everybody who's taking the time. I know we're in tumultuous times right now with the bear market that we're entering in and the economic recession, and small business owners I hear a little bit of an echo. Vera, is that
I
me?
will try to unmute and everybody. Hold on.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I was just saying, I know it's tumultuous times, challenging times. Small businesses are the backbone of this country, and I'm very grateful for all of you for attending this webinar today. It means you're still, trying to learn, trying to survive and thrive during this time. And that's exactly what I want to bring to you all today. So stay tuned to the very end and you'll see that special offer come up. Okay, so again, my name is Christian. I've owned this customer acquisition agency since 2017. We've worked with hundreds of local businesses all across the United States over the years with the Small Business Administration, SBDC, and my company as well, helping local businesses transition from traditional marketing to modern day marketing, social media advertising, and digital advertising. So that's a little bit about us. And here's what we've learned. So this is what we've learned all over the years working with hundreds of business owners is that in order to grow a business, you need more revenue. Now, I know that this might be completely elementary, business 101, but I just wanted to start here because this is really the cornerstone. And because I hear so many marketing presentations like this that you're on today, talking about likes and shares and comments and follows and hashtags and all this stuff in marketing that, yes, it plays a role, but it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, what a business needs to grow is more revenue. And marketing, sales and marketing is that vehicle to drive more revenue. So if your sales and marketing campaigns are not driving more revenue, then if it's only getting likes, if it's only getting comments, then we have to revisit that and switch something up. So believe it or not, there's only 4 ways to increase revenue. What are they? There is increase the number of customers, right? So get more customers, get new customers. That's the one that we're all chasing, that every business owner wants. Everybody wants new customers. But did you know there's actually 3 other ways to increase revenue without getting new customers? You can increase the average order value. You can increase the number of transactions per customer. Or you can even raise your prices so that each customer is paying more for the same product or service. Let me describe a little bit more, and the source is Personal MBA, the 4 methods to increase revenue. I have all my notes in these notes as well, so everybody can take a look at the end of the presentation. But increasing the number of customers means just bringing in more people in the door. Straightforward. For example, if you own a restaurant, the more customers you bring into the restaurant, the more money you'll bring in inevitably. But there's actually 3 others, as I just stated. So increasing average order ticket value. So increasing average transaction size means that each customer will purchase more. So back to the restaurant example, it's a term called upselling, a process through upselling. So whenever the waiter comes to the table, the entrees are good, the drinks are good, they're always saying, can I offer you some dessert, right? Dessert, appetizers, drinks, adds to the end bill at the end of the night, the tab. So the more that the customer purchases, the more items that they buy, the more they spend, and the more revenue your business takes in. There's also number 3, which is increasing the frequency of transactions. And I'm really going over these because this is very pertinent and relevant to the rest of the presentation. So I'm really going to be focusing on these 3 and not focusing on increasing the number of customers for today's presentation. I have other presentations in the future that I'm going to be doing all about how to increase the number of customers, new customers coming in. But today's presentation, I really want to focus on these 3. And the simple reason is because this. Did you know that it costs 5 to 25 times as much to get a new customer than it is to retain or keep an existing one? Did you know that? The Harvard Business Review did a study and they found that it costs 5 to 25 times more money to acquire a new customer, going out and getting a new customer, than it takes to just keep existing customers and resell to them, retain them, customer retention, customer lifetime value. So back to the slides here. So you can either increase the average order value, give them more upsells to increase the average transaction size, right? For Christine, you have a branding and package design offer, right? So if you have special or additional services that you can provide with that base offer, the branding and package design, perhaps you can offer, you know, a service to go along with that to help with delivery or fulfillment, right? All these upsells for Gianluigi with your linens and bed linens, offering additional products like pillows or any of the other products in your product line. Increasing average order value. Amazon does this tremendously. Amazon is always, you know, whenever you're buying on Amazon, you can always see, customers who bought this also liked this product, that product, this product, and they're trying to get you to increase the average order value. Thirdly, increasing the frequency of transactions per customers. I think we got into that already. So encouraging the customer to purchase from you more frequently or more times. So if they're coming into your Blanche, to your business to get inspirational products, if they're buying maybe like once a month, perhaps try to get them to buy twice a month or 3 times a month, right? Increasing the number of times they purchase from you. And then finally, raising your prices, which is very straightforward. Raising your prices, you make more money with the same effort and the same cost on your side. Okay, so with that in mind, let's jump into the database reactivation campaign and talk all about what this actually means. So for those of you who have not heard of the database reactivation campaign before, this is what it is in a nutshell. A database reactivation campaign, in a nutshell, I'm oversimplifying it right now, but we can get into the complexities of it, is a series of emails, texts, it could even be phone calls in order to retain existing customers, existing clients in your database. So back to the list. So it's doing these 3 things. Either increasing the average order value by upselling more offers, or increasing the frequency that they buy from you, or raising your prices, which is always great. So you can do this over a series of texts and emails, and I'm aware that people probably already have an email newsletter or even a text newsletter currently. If you don't have these things, then we definitely want to get you set up with this, and we'll talk about more about how to do that. But if you're already doing this email newsletter, I just want to provide you with some insights and some tweaks in order to capture more intent and get people who are interested in your newsletter, who are subscribed, to buy more stuff. So let's go down an example. Let's say, for example, you own a restaurant, right? You own a restaurant right here in New Brunswick. That's where I'm based, Middlesex County. And let's say you have a list of restaurant customers, people who come to your restaurant, who buy, you know, who dine in, who buy catering from you. So this is a list of all of your customers from all the past years that you've been in business, all in one place. Having them all in one place allows you to remarket to them. That you've already built trust with them. You've already built, you know, this relationship with them. And so this presentation is all about how we can retain those customers, organize them so they're all in one place, and create offers, create specific irresistible offers that we can send to them to get them keep coming back. All right. So not all customers are created equal, right? So back to the restaurant example, there are different buckets or different segments of customers that any business has, right? For restaurant, for instance, there's catering clients in bucket number 1. There's diners, people who dine into the restaurant, bucket number 2. And then perhaps there's other customers as well. And while I'm going through this example, just think for yourself what type of customers you cater towards, what type of segments of customers. For Tiffany, again, you have residential customers as well as commercial customers. Jermaine, I don't know if you do residential only or if you do commercial as well for your hydropoxy or waterproofing services, but those would be the two buckets of customers that you have: commercial clients and residential, and they all have their own they all have their own wants and needs. They all have their the value of the customer is different from commercial to residential, for instance, right? Commercial in a lot of times are a lot more valuable. For a restaurant, catering clients are a lot more valuable, I've learned, because they just buy more, and they're a lot more consistent as well, and they provide more money to the business. So, yeah, there's catering clients, there's diners, and then a category of both as well in category number 3. So now let's think about some offers for the restaurant. So some offers could be something like this: get a free drink with your order of a new entree. Get a free catering quote. Right? Get a free catering quote. This could be relevant for you, Jermaine and Tiffany. Like, get a free quote for your business, or I'm sorry, for your cleaning. Get a free cleaning inspection. Get a free hydropoxy inspection. That works really well for these service businesses. Armoire for your tutoring business as well. You can say get a free quote, get a free consultation, something like that. Free consultations really do well with these service businesses. And then another offer could be free appetizer, minimum purchase order of $100. So now let's go to the next slide. We take these special offers and we segment them to the corresponding customer that it applies for. So the free catering quote will go to the catering clients, obviously, right? The free drink with entree order will go to the diners, and the free appetizer, well, it can go to both, right? It can go to both catering clients as well as diners. So there's some offers that only work with commercial, some offers that only work with residential, some offers that could work with both, and etc. So think about for your own business the segments of customers, and then start to brainstorm on the different offers that we can offer for these different segments. Okay, so what results can we expect from doing these campaigns? If we do this effectively, and I'm seeing this right now with text remarketing and text database reactivation, a lot of people do email, which is great. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do email or anything, but what we're finding is that text blasts, text remarketing, doing the same exact thing you're doing with emails, but just putting it onto text. Text works a lot better because everybody is on their phones nowadays, right? Everybody's on their phones. Everybody checks their text messages. People are getting less and less interested in looking at all their emails and checking their emails. So everybody looks at their texts. It's where their friends are, it's where their families are. And so if you can be there as well as a business, you can see results typically like this. So for a typical text campaign, you should see a 10 to 30% response rate. 30% will say yes, 70% will say no of the 10 to 30% people respond. And then 50% of the people who say yes will ultimately move forward with the process, schedule a consultation or an inspection with you guys, and then ultimately buy. So those are just rough numbers. Obviously, we're just making some hypothetical projections here. It's different for every business and every industry, and the quality of your list and the quality of your prospects and your customers in your database, the age of the database as well. Did you get these customers years ago, or did you just get them last week or yesterday? So there's a lot of factors that play into this, but this is typically what we see. So out of 100 customers in your customer database, what we've experienced is that 10 will respond out of 100, 3 will say yes, 7 will say no, and 1 of the people who say yes will buy. So those are just rough numbers. Here's a campaign that we just ran for a restaurant, which is why I'm interested in talking about the restaurants right now. We sent out a text blast to 211 people with a 26 people replied, 12% replied, and of those, 2 people bought. So results will vary. Results will definitely vary. You know, just again, what I just said, based on your industry and your business and your type of customers and clients. But this is a very effective strategy. So how many database reactivation campaigns can you run? And really the answer is as many as possible. As many as possible, right? You want to increase the number of frequency back to the list, right? You want to increase the number of frequency, increase the average order value, and even raise your prices as well. So as many as possible. If you aren't doing this at all, if you don't have an email newsletter, if you've never texted or emailed your past customers or prospective customers who didn't buy from you, perhaps you had a demo with them and they didn't buy for whatever reason, they went with someone else. If you've never remarketed to your list of prospects and customers, aim for once a month, and we can help you get there. If you are doing this at least once a month, aim for once a week. Because again, the more times that people can see you, the higher likelihood, the higher chance of likelihood of them doing business with you, right? It's there's an age-old expression in the advertising world which is it takes the average amount of 7 times saying no before they say yes and buy. So it's really about just increasing the number of frequency. Okay, but Christian, you might be asking yourselves, how do I do this without spamming my customers? Okay, that's a good question. And there's really two fronts to answer this question. There's from the legal perspective and then the emotional perspective. So legally speaking, I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. There's risk in business. Take your risks. Do this at your own risk, right? But these are the best practices to stay compliant and stay legal, so you're not spamming anybody and you're not getting in trouble with the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, or anything like that. So this is a press release from Twilio, one of the leading providers in SMS text message communication, and this is their guide to SMS messaging compliance for the US, for the United States. And I included their entire white paper right here on Twilio Guide. So I did all this research for you guys, so you don't have to do it yourself. You can take a look if you want to get more in depth into it. But really, the main bullet point is what you need to know is in order to remain compliant and minimize risk related to customer complaints, we recommend Twilio recommends establishing a double opt-in. So essentially, what is a double opt-in? It's all about consent. It's all about compliance. So once a customer signs up to be messaged, so first they have to be signed up to message. So once they're signed up to be messaged, you have to remind them that they signed up with their first message and then have them respond with their consent to begin the messaging campaign. And they go on to say that this is not always necessary, but it's an industry best practice in terms of compliance. So that's what we do for all of our campaigns, for our client campaigns. It essentially looks a little bit something like this. Here's an example of a compliant SMS text communication. This is not from Twilio. Remove this. This is an example that we've run in our agency. So it just says, hello prospect. Of course, this would be replaced by their name. So hello, Jane. This is Don with Home Genius Exteriors. I'm reaching out regarding your appointment on date. Is your project completed? Reply back yes or no. Reply stop to opt out. So there's a few things happening here, and I'm going to quickly break this down to show you the compliance, the legal aspect of running these campaigns. So first off, they need to opt in to receive messaging. What does that mean? They have to physically type in their email, phone number, or give consent to receive emails and text messages. So this does not work for cold messaging, cold emailing, cold texting. That's a whole separate conversation. This is just for people who opt in, customers who buy from you, who want to receive promotions in the future, or people who opt into newsletters or anything like that for your business. So first they have to sign up, they have to opt in, and then secondly, you have to give them the first message that you send to them must include a few things. The first message that you send to them must include why they're receiving this message. So we put in, hey, this is Homogeneous Exteriors. I'm reaching out because you had this appointment on this date. Okay. And then secondly, you have to give them an opt out. You have to give them the ability to unsubscribe or opt out or stop receiving these messages so they're not constantly spammed. Okay, so that's the whole premise behind this double opt-in. So as you can see, at the end of this first text message, we say reply stop to opt out. Okay, now that that's out of the way, because that's all the the compliance legally stuff involved in this. Once you do this, the first text message you send out to them, everything after that, you don't have to include this anymore. You don't have to keep asking them, hey, do you want to keep receiving messages? Do you want to opt out? Reply stop. You don't have to continue to do that. You just have to do it on your first initial message to them, and then it's there forever. So they can always just reply stop or unsubscribe on the email, and they'll never receive the messaging or communication in the future again. So it's just best practices so that nobody feels like they're getting spammed. They have a way out if they want to stop receiving messages, and it just minimizes your risk for customer complaints and everything like that. So now that we got past the legal aspect of the spam, so this is all compliant. Now let's deal with the emotional aspect of spam. So, but won't my customers get annoyed if I send them out a text message every single week, a text message every single month? Won't they get annoyed by that? And the answer is yes. Yes, they will. Your customers will be annoyed if you have an insufficient, poor product or service, poor offering, poor promotion, or poor customer experience. Yes, they will definitely be annoyed if those things are true. If those things are not true, if you have a great customer experience, if you have a great promotion, a great special offer, an amazing product or service that you provide, they will not get annoyed. They will not feel like you're spamming them. I love Panera. Okay, so I love Panera bread. I'm always there working and eating, and they send me messages all the time. Right, this is one that they sent to me yesterday for a 20% off gift card for Father's Day. I'm not gonna purchase it this time, but I didn't get annoyed by it. I never get annoyed by Panera's messaging. I love Panera. They have great products, great environment. I love working there, and I never get annoyed by their messages, even though they send me like one probably every other day now. So the answer really is, as long as you have these things, as long as you're promoting something new and interesting and informational or entertaining, your customers will not be annoyed. They will actually appreciate you reaching out. They will appreciate you following up with them, and they'll remember you, which is the most important thing. My mother always said, the squeaky wheel gets the oil, right? The squeaky wheel gets the oil, and what that means is, the person who's talking, the person who's making noise and promoting themselves, getting that awareness is going to get the attention, is going to get what they're looking for, and what we're looking for is more revenue, selling more products, serving more people in our communities, serving our employees and our families, and providing with our business. So that's that. So the more attention you get, the better. And of course, it's always good to stay relevant. It's always good to not just copy and paste the same message every single week. So we want to stay new and relevant. So the next logical question is, so what kind of offers do I send, right? So here's a list of offers that you can send. And this works for nearly all your businesses, everybody who's on today. Song, Jermaine, Tiffany, Christine, Shrain, Anne with your drumming and percussion services, Gianluigi, Blanchi, Armvoir. If you can put out these offers in a consistent and frequent manner, you will get attention, and you'll get more revenue for your business. So what offers are we talking about today? We're talking about case studies, testimonials. This works really well for, our home services guys, residential and commercial services. If you have testimonials, case studies, before and after pictures, Song with your natural supplements, and I've been telling you this for a while, before and after pictures, before and after case studies, people love that stuff. People can't get enough of that stuff. So if you can promote that, showing how your customers were before your service or product and showing how your customers are afterwards, it's just more validity, it's more validation, and great promotional material as well. Information, resources, relevant articles and press releases, blog posts that your company puts out, video promotions that your business puts out, entertainment, funny memes. When Will Smith got slapped by what's his name? No, Will Smith didn't get slapped. Chris Rock. When Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith, I saw so many memes all across the internet. Different businesses were just jumping on the bandwagon saying, this is what it's like using our competitors, and it's just Chris Rock getting slapped in the face by Will Smith, right? So it's hilarious. It's funny. It's relevant. It's topical. It's relevant, and people really like that stuff. So back to this example, Panera, they didn't just send out any random offer. They sent out an offer for a gift card for Father's Day. Why? Because Father's Day is, oh my gosh, it's this weekend, and I haven't got my dad a Father's Day gift yet. So this is a great reminder to do something, and maybe not this year, but eventually, as they keep continuing to pump out relevant offers, eventually I'll buy. Okay, so entertainment, funny memes, holiday promotions, special discounts, free stuff. Who doesn't love free stuff? Everybody loves free stuff. And 300 other things right here. So I included this library of 300 broadcast text message campaigns that you can take advantage of for your business. Emotive, I think they're a text message company. Yeah, so you can actually send texts through this service, I believe. I don't know anything about their pricing or how effective they are. We use Twilio for everything, but they have a lot of great ideas, and that's what I like. That's what I like from this company. So, for example, all these monthly events, right? Happy Children's Day or Happy International Picnic Day. I don't even know if these are real thing. Oh yeah, happened on June 12th, June 18th. It was National Bourbon Day. I like bourbon on the 14th. So being relevant with these holidays is always great, right? So if there's major US holidays coming up, you definitely want to be top of mind and putting out an offer relevant to the day. It doesn't even have to be anything like National Best Friend Day on the 8th, right? So you got a friend in Brand. Happy National Best Friends Day. To show our gratitude, we're celebrating with a flash sale. Get 10% off with the code today only, right? So it's very topical. It's very easy. These types of or they're simple, right? They're very simple because you don't have to think. You don't have to critically think about it. You can just see the calendar and say, oh, okay, it's Children's Day this month. Let's do something for Armor for your tutoring business, right? So happy Children's Day. Just so you know, we have this tutoring service. Right now, we're doing 10% off for your next tutoring session. So rinse and repeat, right? So different monthly events, different sales and promotional texts, different subscription texts if you're a subscription-based business. If you're seasonal, right, for your residential services, if you're a seasonal service provider, social media. So there's a bunch of different offers, limited time offers, right? Product launches, if you have a new product, or if you're going to be raising your product price, right? A great way to raise your product price, to raise the prices of your services, your products, is tell people, hey, you know, just being upfront with them. Next month we're going to be raising prices, so get in today while our prices is still this much before we raise it to this much, and secure your spot with us today before we raise our prices. It's a great way to raise your prices, to be authentic and transparent with your customers, and also earn more deals, get more deals by just letting them know what you're doing in your business. Okay, so what other stuff do we got? Okay, perfect. So setting up your first database reactivation campaign. So how do we set up your first database reactivation campaign? First, we have to find your database of contacts. Hopefully it's somewhere online, like a spreadsheet or an Excel file, if you have it on your computer on an Excel file. If you use like a POS system like QuickBooks or Square, or like some kind of like POS system, you can hopefully export all of your customers from that POS system. Perhaps you have a CRM, a customer relationship management tool like Salesforce or HubSpot or Pipedrive or Go High Level. If you have a CRM already, or a MailChimp or a Constant Contact, you can just download, export all of those contacts right there. If you have it on paper, then you're going to need to upload the business cards, or the invoices, whatever paper documents you have, so that it's online, so it's on the computer, so we can send out the database reactivation campaign. Secondly, after we find our database of contacts, we want to segment our contacts into buckets, right? So just like I was speaking of the different buckets, like commercial and residential, or for restaurants, it would be, catering clients and diners. Let's see if we can think of another one. For Shrine, for your photography and video services, maybe you have wedding packages, wedding customers. Maybe you have commercial customers, businesses, corporate clients that want a video production for their business. So these are the types of buckets that we can segment our contacts into. We can further segment our contacts into a list, or these buckets: prospects versus customers. What's the difference between a prospect and a customer? A customer is someone you've already sold to, someone who's already bought from your business, and prospects are people who have not yet bought from your business. Prospects are people that you've done everything. You've connected with them online, you have sent out a quote, you've given them a free consultation, you've given them a free estimate, a free inspection, but for whatever reason they didn't yet go with you. Yet is the key word. So prospects. So we want to start to clean this list. We want to clean this list so that the data is accurate, segmented, and categorized accordingly. Because again, we don't want to be sending out the wrong offers to the wrong list. We want to make the offers as relevant as possible to the list. So of course, we're going to be sending out different offers for the customers than we are for the prospects. For the prospects, it's all about, like, what can we do to reschedule an appointment? Let me get some feedback. Why didn't you go with us? What's wrong? Are you still working on this project? Just getting more feedback from the prospects. For the customers, it's going to be a whole different type of conversation. It's going to be, referral campaigns, review campaigns. How's your experience? Do you have a friend or a family member that needs the service as well? Would you like additional services that we offer? We offer X, Y, and Z additional services. So clean this list so that the data is accurate, segmented, and categorized. We also want it segmented so that I'll actually pull up my list right here. Actually, I think I have a screenshot of it. Here it is. So as you can see, the names, phone numbers, emails are all segmented and cleaned. And that's how we want to set up our list so that when we upload it into our CRM, we can everything works properly. So let's assume that we have our database. Let's assume that we've cleaned the list so that the data is accurate and formatted correctly, and we have our categories and segmentations of our audience or our customers and our prospects. Next step is to buy a Twilio phone number. I use Twilio personally. I can vouch for Twilio. I think it's really good. You can also use this messaging platform. I believe it's a messaging platform. Yeah, so Emotive, they're texting me right now. Emotive is another one that you can use, and there's a bunch of different text messaging softwares and systems out there. So don't take my word for it, do your own research. You don't have to use Twilio, but that's what I use, and that's what I'm comfortable with. So buy a Twilio phone number, or sign up for these other services, and then finally create your top 10 offers. So your top 10, just list out as many offers as possible, 20, 30, 40, 50 offers that you can think of, different information, different press releases, different articles that you've put out, different promotions or case studies, testimonials. Just sit down, spend an hour, 1 hour one day, maybe this weekend, and list out as many offers as you can, and then whittle it down, segment it down to the top 10 offers that you can think of that, like, wow, this is a great offer. Or you can think of in the past, what's worked for you in the past. Maybe you've all been in business for several years now, I'm assuming. So perhaps there was an offer in the past that you did that worked like gangbusters. Let's find that offer again, let's revive it, and let's use it. Another really great tidbit I'll actually show you guys right now is Groupon. So Groupon, if you don't know, Groupon is an app on your phone, and it shows you different services, different products and services in the area. This is a fantastic way to find winning offers that people are looking for. So let's say, restaurant. So we can look at what other people are promoting. Get 50% off your first order at Grubhub. That's a great offer. Let's see. You can also search for other, like, let's say we do video production. So sometimes Groupon will show you services that other people do. Sometimes it won't. But the idea here is just brainstorm. Just think about the top offers that your business has run in the past that's worked really successfully. Look at what other competitors are doing on Groupon and social media, and then formulate these top 10 offers so that you can start blasting out on email and text. Okay, so let's see. All right, so I know that this is a wealth of information and it's just a lot coming at you all at once. So here's my special offer for you all today. If you want my help getting started, putting all these puzzle pieces together, you can schedule a call with me, an SBDC consultation call. It'll be an hour to diagnose your business, assess where you're at, understand your challenges, your goals, and then we can determine if this database reactivation campaign is a good fit for your business. This is a $1,500 value because we actually sell the service at $1,500. So I wanted to offer everybody on this call today a free database reactivation campaign so that you can take advantage of this because you're here and you're making the time to do this. Anybody who knows me, so this is how to schedule your one-on-one consultation. anybody who knows me knows that I'm very action oriented. I don't love all the fluff. I'm actually going to post this right here in chat. Where do I post chat? Chat. Where is it? Where is it? Here it goes. Okay. All right. I just posted it in the chat. I don't know if people saw that. Vera, if you could,
Yeah, I
well,
see it on my end.
okay, perfect. So calendly.com/chrisshaw/SBDC is where you can go to schedule a one-on-one marketing consultation call. And on the call, as I said, we will go over exactly what we talked about on this presentation today. We'll go over, what winning offers your business has, what segmentations of customers and different categories of customers and prospects you have in your database. We'll go over, how to set everything up with Twilio, because I know that it can be challenging. I'm not a technical person myself. I just have, technical people that I surround myself with that help me do this stuff. So setting it up can be slightly challenging, but once you have it running, this is a foundational asset that you can really build a strong foundation in your business. So I want to quickly touch upon this. This is the pyramid of customer acquisition. So I affectionately named this. So database reactivation campaign is right at the bottom. Why is it at the bottom? It's because it's a foundational campaign for your business. Of course, there's marketing funnels. This is what I described and I went over in my previous webinar, and paid ads as well. But until you have this foundation, until you have this foundational piece, this campaign in your business, I would strongly recommend figuring out this part first before you work up the pyramid. And why? It's because getting a new customer is 5 to 25 times more expensive to get a new customer than it is to keep an existing one. So my whole thing is, if you've done advertising in the past, if you spent money on Google or Facebook or Home Advisor or Angie's or marketing companies that you've worked with, if you spent money on social media before, you know how challenging it is to get it to work, right? I'm just going to be honest. It's challenging. It's tough. It's hard work. So that's why I really recommend, strongly advise focusing on the database reactivation campaign to start. Because once you have this set, one, it's the fastest, most efficient way to get to money, to get to your next purchase, your next customer. It's to run a database reactivation campaign, run these remarketing campaigns to your past list of prospects and customers. So it's the quickest, most efficient way to money. First off, which puts more money into your business and in your pockets. And then secondly, you're going to want to have this set up in preparation for these other campaigns. The marketing funnel, spending money on ads and advertising, you want to make sure that this foundation is set up so that when you do get new customers from these other methods, you will have this strong base, this strong foundation, so that the new customers that you spend money on, they are in the system, and then you can reactivate them months down the line or years down the line. So that's my presentation for you all today. I know it was a short one, a quick one. I really am very passionate about this one because we are in such trying times and troubling times right now. So this is going to be, without spending money on advertising, this is going to be the quickest, most efficient, cost-effective way to get to the money, which is to run remarketing campaigns, to run a reactivation campaign. There's a lot of campaigns that we can run and touch upon. There's so much that we can do just in the database reactivation campaign layer that it's not even worthwhile to go up the ladder and focus on this other stuff first. So that is what that is what I strongly recommend. So if you haven't already, I see some people popping in now. If you haven't already, please do schedule a consultation call. I'd be happy to help you set up this database reactivation campaign. And now we're open to questions. So Vera, if you want to, if anybody has any questions about how to run this, or any questions at all, I'd be happy to answer.
Okay. So the previous comments that I didn't have a chance to read, I will read. Paul is he has a business that is Paul Lynch Cable. They sell new telecommunication structured cable and concept fiber optic installation. Oh, I hope I'm reading it right. I'm sorry. Let me press it correctly. Yes, we sell fiber optic install. Our special offer is Comcast business sales and installation. You also come out paying less for wire in your office, for your office suite if you purchase your Comcast package through us. Discount always depend on what installation is being done. Okay, thank you, Paul, for sharing that. Hello everyone. That's from Joby. Please note that the Essex County Office of Small Business has a set-aside program designed to help minority, woman-owned, and veteran-owned businesses in New Jersey. Yes, they're running that program right now. Thank you for sharing. So Essex County is running a set-aside program designed to help minority, woman-owned, and veteran-owned businesses in New Jersey to complete successfully.
That's great.
For government contracting. So right, to be able to bid for a government contract. I believe on the state level, right? Those contracts on the state level. And she's sharing numbers, or he, I'm sorry, sharing number and email. I'm going to share that. Thank you, Joby, so much. I'm
Thank
going
you,
to
Joby.
share it in the chat, okay? Okay, that's
Does anybody have
that.
any questions relevant
Yeah,
or pertinent
Anna
to?
had a question, and her
Okay, great.
question is,
Anna, the drumming and percussion business owner.
yes,
Okay.
the one who sells musical instruments. She's asking, how much may a Twilio phone cost?
$1. It costs
Oh,
$1 per phone number and then 2 cents per text. It averages out to about 2 cents per text.
not bad. Okay. Her next question, we missed part 1 of this webinar, or the previous, the May webinar. Okay, is it possible to get that presentation?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I can email it over. The presentation, I have the presentation recording that you sent to me, Vera, and then I also have the slides, so I can send that over to anybody who wants it. If you want it, just email me and I'll send you over a copy of the original presentation.
Okay. So let me see if anybody has a raised hand. No, guys, I didn't mention it, but I think some of you guessed. You can raise your hand. Just press the hand button and I will unmute you if you want to ask a question directly. Okay, the next one. Oh, the next one is just a commendation from Frank. He's asking me to give you a shout out, Chris, for another fantastic presentation. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Farrell represents Customer Video Productions firm. Okay, he's
Yeah,
our.
let's get your database reactivation campaign set up, Frank.
Okay, so okay, Venkata has a question. I'm going to unmute you. Please go ahead. Good morning.
Hi, Veneration. It's a wonderful presentation. It's very useful too. And I have a question. I have a business like a face yoga business. It's a kind of service. And everyone asked me, do you have a website? Do you help to make a website for my business?
So we don't typically do that service anymore. It all depends on what you're looking to do with it. So if people are asking you for a website, like
Yes.
what type of business is it?
Face yoga.
Okay, yoga,
Yes.
face yoga. Got it, face yoga. Yeah, so yeah, if people are asking for a website, they're looking to sign up for your yoga services, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, fantastic. So what I would recommend, um, is setting up a Facebook page. I would recommend setting up a Facebook page.
Yeah,
As
I have Facebook page, Chaitra Face Yoga.
perfect. Yeah, so I would send them there because Facebook can act as a website. They can book services through that. They can book your face yoga, introductory sessions. They can do everything through that. And the reason why I'm advocating for Facebook as opposed to like setting up a website is because the costs of setting up a website, it's just you can accomplish what you're looking to accomplish with Facebook. So yeah, that would be my recommendation there. I hope that helps.
Thank you, Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else pertaining to database reactivation campaigns? Okay, I'll include this one last little tidbit that I'm really excited about. This is something we're cooking up right now. So this is a database reactivation campaign specifically designed for customers to give a review. So this is just something that we're on the cutting edge that I'm working on. And this is basically customers who've bought from you, bought your services or products, and you basically send this out on email or text campaign. When they come to this page, they can give a review. If they click any stars below 3, so 1 to 3 stars, they'll be given a short survey to provide feedback. So, hey, my name is Christian. It was all right, but you could have done this better. You could have fixed this. That way you can get negative feedback without having it publicized on Google. If they say 4 or 5, they'll be taken to a Google page, your Google page, and they'll be able to list a public review. So this is just something that we're working on the back end. There's many types of database reactivation campaigns that we can run. But yeah, I just want to kind of just show you guys that. All right, any other questions? Any other questions before we break today?
Okay, Geraldo. Yes, Chris is extremely knowledgeable. Oh, okay, another nice comment about this topic and marketing in general. Highly recommend speaking with him. This is Geraldo from Casa Cubana. I am on the road doing a delivery. Great. I got from a recent
Nice to hear from you.
reactivation campaign he helped me with. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh, that's sweet. Well, drive safe, Gerardo. Good to hear from you.
So when we mean you can have one session at no cost, even if you're not from New Brunswick, Middlesex County area, as a follow-up to this webinar with Chris. We can, as an SBDC, I cannot impose Chris or another firm on you beyond our services, right? But it's up to you. Shop around, consider, make choices. Certainly, I cannot be objective about Chris. He's great. But if you're in the Middlesex, you can have unlimited sessions, unlimited amount of sessions with Chris. I mean, justify that you're still doing his homework, so to say, and you are progressing, not just sitting down and talking with him, but also getting the list of action items and fulfilling them after consulting with him. Am I right, Chris?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. These are actionable, practical sessions that I want you to all to be able to take away from and run real marketing campaigns that make a difference in your business and your life. So, yeah, I couldn't agree more, Vera.
Okay, thank you. Let me see if there is another hand. Yes, we have Paul waiting to be unmuted. Paul, unmute yourself. Go ahead.
Good
Paul?
afternoon. Good
Yeah.
afternoon, Chris. Good afternoon. I have a question for that last slide that you just showed.
Okay.
When you're saying that they're going to select number 2 or number 5 or 4 for the start, and the reaction that it provides, is that a service that your company offers for people with websites?
So I don't think I'm understanding what's the question?
That last presentation that you just made with the surveys, with
Oh.
the 1 to 5, and if they click on a 3 or lower, then you get to see the feedback without it going public.
That's
and
correct.
If 4 or more, is that something that you provide for, your company provides for a person that has a website?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to be really careful with the term website. These are landing pages. Landing pages are distinct from websites in the sense that these are like standalone pages that are not featured on a typical website homepage. So this would be hidden from your website. So nobody would see this by looking at your website, but it would be used for these database reactivation campaigns, sending out to your customers, asking them for reviews, and then taking them to this page where they will be able to make their review right here. Does that make sense, Paul?
If it's a landing page, how do they get to that landing page from your website? Do they get to it after they have confirmed a installation and the installation is completed? Is
That's
that
correct.
when they will be directed to that particular landing page?
That's correct. Yes. So after you complete the installation, after you complete the service, you would send out an email and text saying, hey, please rate us, please review us, and then they would be taken from the emails and texts to this page.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. I appreciate you being here. This is another campaign that we're whipping up. I know I'm getting like a little off the rails here, but this is an additional referral campaign that we can send, because people are always asking me, I don't know what offers to send out. I don't know what to send my customers. Send them a review campaign and then send them a referral campaign. Referral campaign, everybody tells me that word of mouth and referrals are the best way to grow the business. This is putting warm referrals on steroids. This is basically doing the database reactivation campaign for all your customers and then sending them to a page like this where they can refer a friend or a family member about your services. You can even incentivize them to do so. So you can say, get a $10 gift certificate or gift card to Amazon, a Starbucks gift card, a 10% off your next service with us. So you can incentivize them as well, but the concept, the strategy here is your customers love you. Let's share the love by getting them to refer other people that they know that also need your services about you. So I just wanted to include that as well. Anybody else? Anybody else for today's session?
Okay, I have to read a comment from Jermaine. Okay, check out this website. I'm gonna share that website. Thank you. Contact us if anyone has a free quote, you or anyone. Okay, epoxy floors, water proofing, for basement French drain systems and sump pump. Basement that gets water in. Concrete work also. Okay. He's just promoting his business. Thank you, Jermaine. I guess we have to thank us too for allowing you guys do that. Okay, there are no more questions in the blog and no more raised hands.
Okay. Well, I would say, Jermaine, if you want help getting additional customers, definitely schedule a consultation if you haven't already for the hydropoxy waterproofing basement services. It's an interesting one. We actually, yeah. So I would love to help anybody who needs it. Schedule one-on-one. My week is pretty booked up this week, but if you can schedule it for next week, I'd be happy to sit down with you on a Zoom call and just talk about your needs and what you're looking to do.
Okay. Thank you, Chris, very much for the another interesting presentation, and I will see you guys next time.
Thank you, Vera. Thank you, everybody.